everyone. Today we are doing formal and informal organization. Formal organization refer to the organization structure which is designed by the management to accomplish a particular task. It specifies clearly the boundaries of authority and responsibility. The features of formal organization can be listed as it specifies the relationship among various job positions. It lays down the rules and procedure essentially, and efforts of various departments are coordinated and integrated. It is deliberately designed by the top management. It places more emphasis on the work than interpersonal relationship among the employees. Advantages of the formal organization is first, it is easier to fix responsibility. Second, no duplication of effort. Third, unity of command is followed. And fourth, accomplishment of the goals are possible. Fifth is stability of the organization. And sixth is independently of formal organization. The limitation of the formal organization is that it suffers from the following limitation. Number one is it lead to the procedural delays. Second is rigidity follow policies. And third is does not provide a complete picture of how an organization works. Meaning of informal organization. Informal organization emerges from within the formal organization. Such organization provides social, psychological, and cultural satisfaction. The feature of informal organization can be that it is from within the formal organization, and it involved mutual consent, independent channel of communication, and it has no definite structure, and it is emerges spontaneously, which are not created by the management. Advantages of the informal organization is that prescribed line of communication are not followed, quick feedback and fulfill the social needs, sense of belongingness in the organization, and it is a recommendation and it is highly required by the people also. Disadvantages: informal organization leads to spread of rumors, and resistance to change by informal organization may delay or restrict growth of the organization. It conform to the group norms, and this can be harmful for the organization if the norms set are against the organizational interest. Now, one another question you people can do is a difference between formal and informal organization. That this could also be asked in the examination. Delegation of authority is our next topic. Delegation of authority, very important concept, refers to the downward transfer of authority from superior to subordinate. It is a process in which superior assigns a part of his work to his subordinate and gives him the authority to perform the assigned task. It helps the manager to concentrate on high priority activities, whereas it helps the subordinate in performing the higher level job. Delegation does not mean abdication or abandonment. The manager shall still be the accountable for the meaning of this concept is delegation does not mean abdication, and this concept is several times asked in the CBSE also. The meaning of this concept is the manager shall still be accountable for the performance of the assigned task. Moreover, the authority granted to a subordinate can be taken back and re-delegated to the another person. Thus, irrespective of the extent of the delegated authority, the manager shall still be accountable to the same extent as before delegation. Now, next concept is elements of delegation. According to Lewis Allen, delegation is entrustment of responsibility of authority to another and the creation of accountability for performance. The essential element of delegation are: number one, authority. Authority refer to the right of an individual to command his subordinate and to take action within scope of his position. The concept of authority arises from the establishment scalar chain, which links the various job position and level of an organization. Authority can be delegated, and without adequate authority, responsibility cannot be carried out. Authority flows from top to bottom, that is, superior has authority over subordinate. Authority is restricted by law, rules, and regulation of the organization, which limits its scope. Now, next topic is responsibility. Responsibility is the obligation of a subordinate to perform the assigned duty. It arises from superior subordinate relationship because a subordinate is bound to perform the duty assigned by him by his superior. Responsibility flow upward. Subordinate will always be responsible of his superior. Next is accountability. Accountability implies being answerable for the final outcome. Delegation of authority empower an employee to act for his superior, but the superior should still be accountable for the outcome. Accountability cannot be delegated and flows upwards. Subordinate will be accountable to a superior. Authority is delegated, responsibility is assumed, and accountability is imposed. Accountability is derived from responsibility, and responsibility is derived from authority. Now, children, difference between authority, responsibility, and accountability can be asked in the examination, so prepare that topic also. Now, we are doing the importance of delegation of authority. Number one, effective management. The manager increases his own effectiveness by concentrating on more important matters that need his attention for better decision making through the process of delegation. Freedom from doing routine work provides them with opportunities to excel in the new areas. Second point is employee development. Delegation empower the employee by providing them with the chance of chance to use their skill, gain experience, and develop themselves for higher positions. It makes them better leaders and decision makers. Next is motivation of employees. When a superior entrusts a subordinate with a task, it involves trust, superior part, and commitment on the part of the subordinate. The subordinate feels encouraged and tries to improve the performance further. Fourth point is facilitation of growth. Delegation helped in the growth of the organization because division of labor lead to better utilization of resources, and it facilitate development of the manager and motivate the subordinate. This leads to opportunities for the growth and expansion and diversification. Fifth point is basis of management hierarchy. Delegation of authority establishes superior subordinate relationship which are basis of the hierarchy of the management. The extent of the delegation also signifies the power that each job position enjoy in the organization. Sixth point is better coordination. The element of delegation help to define the power and duties and answerability related to the various position in an organization. This help to avoid overlapping of duties and duplication of effort. Such clarity help in maintaining effective coordination amongst the departments. Now, next topic is children, meaning of decentralization of authority. Decentralization of authority refer to the disposal of authority to the lower level of management. An organization is centralized when higher management level retain decision making authority, whereas decentralized when such authority is delegated. An organization can never be completely centralized or decentralized. As an organization grows, there is a tendency to move towards a decentralized decision making. This is because in the large organization, those employees who are directly and closely involved with the certain operation tend to have more knowledge about them than the top management, which may only be indirectly associated with the individual operations. Hence, there is a need of the balance between the coexisting forces. Thus, it can be said that every organization will be characterized by the both centralization and the decentralization. Now, importance of decentralization of authority. Number one, develop initiative among the subordinate. Decentralization helps to promote the confidence among the employees because when the lower level managers are given freedom to take their own decisions, they depend on their own judgment. This helps them to become dynamic leaders. Second is develop managerial talent for the future. Decentralization helps subordinate in developing skills that gives them the chance to fill up the challenging position through promotions. It is a means through which employees are trained to meet the future requirements. Third point is quick decision making. In decentralization organization, decision making authority is also passed on to the lower level, which saves times and makes the process faster. There are some less chances of information getting distorted because it does not have to go through the long channels. Fourth point is it is the relief to the top management. Decentralization diminishes the amount of the direct supervision exercised by a superior over the activities of a subordinate because they are given freedom to act and decide within the limits set by the superior. Decentralization also helps the top management to devote more time onto the important policy decisions rather than on operational decisions. Fifth point is facilitate growth. Decentralization awards greater autonomy to the lower level of management as well as divisional or departmental heads. This allows them to function in a better manner and that help in improving the productivity levels and generate more returns. This will help in growth and expansion of an organization. Sixth point is better control. Decentralization make it possible to evaluate performance at each level and the departments can be individually held accountable for the result. The extent and achievement of the organization objective can be ascertained through which controlling function. So to find out the deviation becomes very easy. Thank you very much children.